last performance here went really well. I mean, the owner here, he booked me here last year at this time for another 2 shows, and we were doing the first one today. We used to go out clubbing, and we used to go out to places, and we had chat-up lines and etc. But for some reason, a lot of people would approach me in a nightclub and say, "Can I have a photo taken with you? You look like Michael Jackson from Thriller," and that's when I started doing my homework and my research and looking into what the career I could be doing. You had a lot of friends who used to do Michael Jackson, but they never did it professionally like myself. They did, they were just doing it in shows and just as a hobby, not serious full time. So
would you say you are the best?
I'll say I'm very busy. This is my busiest year, 2016, and the year before, I was coming, and now I seem to be getting so many rebookings. Or so many. Last night I did a show in Peterborough, and I was requested to do a wedding there. For someone's booked me for a wedding. So I think it's all based on how many more performances you can get. When people know you're good, they want to buy into it and they want to book you straight away. And I think that's what I'm doing well now. So. My fan base is growing, so I'm doing shows from a casino to a nightclub, a pub, a restaurant. The setup actually for that Indian restaurant actually was quite fairly good, because some Indian restaurants are very small, tiny space, and the audience is literally 2 meters away from you. So when they're that close to you, they can pick up on a lot of things. So you're really getting exposed. The makeup process is very important, because you're doing someone who is very has a very distinct look. So you got to get it exactly bang on. You got to look the part. And people really they believe that you're actually seeing the real Michael Jackson. People actually see me as him off and on stage, which is quite scary. I got a friend, a close friend of mine, Paul. I don't know if I should mention his name, but yeah, he seems to be always getting the women saying to, "Your friend looks just like him, and has he done any work? Has he done this?" And so I'm kind of 2 personalities made in one. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Bow down to him. You're very good.
What are the key features of doing the makeup for Michael Jackson?
Highlighting the cheekbones, highlighting the nose, highlighting the face, so it makes it almost look quite very gourmet and the face very tiny.
Is there sort of a eureka moment when you're doing it? You're like, "Yeah, I've got it now."
I think I'm having one now. As a boy growing up, I was actually quite a big fan of Michael Jackson. I had Moonwalker, the DVD for Moonwalker, and I used to ask my mum to play that a lot. Well, my father was actually a doctor, and mum was a teacher, so they found it quite weird at first. They said, "Oh, are you sure about this, doing Michael Jackson, They didn't understand the entertainment value, what the financial side is, and also the satisfaction you get from doing it. So at first they weren't so appreciative towards it, but as I became more popular and I started breaking through the market, they've really have supported me now.
Have they come and seen your shows?
It's actually a really good question. They actually haven't never seen my show, but they know just sort of about my feedback from certain venues and people, just via Facebook and media. The issue here is that they actually live in America and I live here, so yes, it would be quite interesting to see my mum and dad in the audience, So my mum actually liked Michael Jackson quite a bit, so it'd be interesting to see what she thinks. The singing and the dancing together is the combination of 2 is very tough. I think that is the development really. You can do one skill, but if you haven't got both skills, then you've got your critics against you. So I think that's what I would say. Both of them singing, and they're both equally as hard as each other. Yeah. Over the years, I just decided to be, to really prepare. As from personal experiences and speaking to a lot of vocal coaches, and good for the voice as well. To actually do a bit of warm up before you go on stage. I'm ready now. for Jenny Styles, Michael Jackson for tonight. It was a phenomenal reaction. I really enjoyed the performance and the crowd's reaction. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was brilliant. You know, it's so hard to measure that one. It was just as good as as any of them. But I would say that was quite a high one. Christmas time, people are buzzing, and it was good to get a great reaction after every song, and people really joined in. They were really interested in every part of the show and the aspect of the show. I felt like I had them at one point in Man in the Mirror. I remember Man in the Mirror. It's part of the heartthrob job I'm doing. It's doing a tribute to Michael Jackson. The women are so women seem to come forward more and want to touch the guy, want to come close to me and touch me, see if I'm real and not plastic. So
Nice. Good stuff.
it was only been a couple of I say half a year actually from right now. I've been working on my own music. I mean, before I doing the Michael Jackson, as I mentioned to you, people notice I do Michael Jackson. I actually used to be in a band, used to be in a band, used to be writing my own songs, playing my instrument and really trying to work on my own music. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking into right now and would love to... Actually, I would love to show you actually some of my own music, see what you think, The gig tonight is in a leisure centre, actually. They've converted it into a big main event where all the business companies around Taunton are coming along to have a Christmas party, so it's Christmas party entertainment for them. Fair amount of people up here, so at least about 300 people. I've actually got a different show today. Actually, it's with a live band, so it's different to compare where you filmed me before. Well, I was just myself with a backing track. This time we'll be actually with a live band, actually singing live with musicians. So it's totally bit different from what last time we went to.
Have you ever performed with a live band before?
This actually is my first time, so I'm not nervous. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited, and fingers crossed I should have the right result. We had some rehearsals, and when I first came to rehearsal, I was really nervous, and I think after getting to know them after a while, it did really calm me down, and found it quite easy.
And you've been saying that from the end of December onwards, you want to be taking a bit of a break from tribute.
That's right. I wanted to take a rest because I had so many shows this month, and I really could do with a month off of just focusing on my other career. As I mentioned, my side project myself is promoting myself as an artist myself.
And you've actually got your song as one of the numbers on the set list tonight, is that right?
That's right, actually, yeah. We may be playing it tonight. We might get lucky to get a snippet of the song, and we'll see how people react to it. So it'd be really good to see that reaction. I think it'd be lovely to see how people thought of a song I wrote and composed as well.
I thought you'd be knocking my bedroom door, so set me free. You said that you'll be there for me. Now you're just a friend, girl. You said that you'll be there for me. Now you're just a friend. Now you're just a friend. Now you're just a friend.
Set me free, girl. Set me free, girl.
Set
me free, girl.
Keep it going.
Set me free, girl.
Give me the bridge.
Set me free, girl.
Come on.
Set me free, girl. Set me free, girl.
You said that you'll be there for me. Now you're just a friend.